So let's get started.
Ready?
Yeah.
This is the song.
We have a song for you. 5, 6, 7, let's go.
Read
Read to
me.
Read to me.
Read to me.
Read to me. Okay, good night everyone and welcome back to the Read to Me bedtime series. I am Jélae Stroude-Mitchell at Jélae JSM.
And I am her sister, Jévan Stroude-Mitchell, and it's at Hey Jivs on all social media platforms, including Instagram.
Yes, we have a good song. Buy it on iTunes.
Before we begin, can you let us know if you're hearing us clearly?
You're hearing us? Or you need us to sing the song again?
If you're hearing us, you can
send
just
some
say
flames.
Yes, or send flames.
Send some flames in the comments. They hearing us?
Yeah, so they're hearing us. Okay, great.
Okay, great. Ready?
Alright, so before we begin tonight's story, as you're all aware, we are globally facing the effects of COVID-19. So we just want to remind you guys that washing your hands, practicing social distancing, and keeping up with good hygienic practices, that is what is actually going to flatten the curve, including staying home. So protect your friends, protect your family, protect yourself, and let us overcome this crisis together, because we're all in this together.
Right. So setting off with tonight's reading, we are going to introduce you to
Drum roll, please.
drum roll. We need a drum roll. The formidable,
The creative,
the funny man,
visionary,
Mr. Paul Keynes Douglas.
yay!
Right, so tonight we are reading from Tanti at the Oval. You always wanted to do that, can you see?
Flames.
Flames. And we're going to read an excerpt called The Beauty Contest.
The
Okay?
story is called
The Beauty Contest. Right? So I would read half, and my second half, my other half, going to read the next half. So get in, let's go. The Beauty Contest. West Indians love beauty contests. I don't know why. Just say beauty contest or fashion show and the place pack up. And all the ugly people on stage and the good looking ones in the audience. But we still love this thing they call the beauty contest. Now, I am a man who don't believe too much in this thing they just call the beauty contest. Because we people so mix up, I don't know how they does ever judge beauty in the country. So I don't go by no beauty contest unless I walk in and I get in pay. Well boy, one day I dey home, happy, minding my business, when this girl they call Boopsie turn up on my doorstep and telling me she want to go up and enter in a beauty contest. She say the contest name Miss Compass. Girls from the north, girls from the south, girls from the east, and girls from the west. And she want to go up as Miss West. And she say, Paul Keynes, you is a man always in theater and on stage, so I know you could give me plenty tips to make me win. Now, Boopsie could be a lot of things. A doctor, lawyer, engineer, interior decorator, all the airs. But beauty queen, Boopsie cannot make. So I say, Boopsie, you have to get a sponsor, you know. She say, but I have my sponsor already, man. I say, who sponsor you? She say a place called Eyesight. Now, Eyesight is an establishment that does make all kind of things. Spectacles, glasses, contact lens, shades, them kind of things. And I know the manager had to be blind in one eye and can't see in the next to sponsor Boopsie. Because they ain't call she Boopsie for nothing. She big, how she big? She big so, and so. Just like the compass she want to go up for. But she tell me that she going up as Miss Eyesight from the West. So I say, Boopsie, what about the evening dress? She say, no problem. Tanti Merle designing the evening dress. Well, from the time I hear Tanti Merle name mentioned, I know I had to help Boopsie. Because the next person to reach on my doorstep in my house is Tanti Merle to ask me why. So I say, all right, Boopsie, walk across the room, let me see you. Well, it's who tell me say that. Boopsie break my table. the 2 side table, she break a lamp, she mash the cat, she almost kill the dog, and she break her louvers in the next room. You see, Boopsie have a basic foot problem. She bow and she K at the same time. So when Boopsie walking, it's like World Cup, you know, Argentina, Brazil, Argentina, Brazil. Boopsie kicking stone, left, right, and center. So I say, Boopsie, you have a foot problem. So I'm going to train you to walk like how I see them train Miss Universe and Miss World and them kind of thing. So I decide to put a book on she head and make she walk like how I see them train the models. Well, boy, I try a Mills and Booms. I try a prayer book. I try a dictionary. I try a Bible. I try all kind of things. If you see Boopsie walking like a ship in distress across the room, it's not until I reach the encyclopedia section that I begin to get results. I put a B, a C, D, E. By the time I reach H, Boopsie had enough weight on she head and she could have make it across the room. I say, nice, we have that covered. We trained for about 6 weeks on the walk. Then she tell me how Tanty Merle say she designing a dress with a bustle in the back to hide she bottom and a ruffle in the front to hide she foot, and 2 that here and a next that here. In any case, she going up as a bodybuilder because in the sportswear category, they don't call she Boopsie for nothing. I say, nice. So I said, if Boopsie do that, she bound to win because Boopsie does naturally look like a bodybuilder. Because remember, they don't call she Boopsie for nothing. She bakes so, she bakes so, she bakes so, and she bakes so. So I say, Boopsie, what we have to work on now is the voice. We have to do some elocution. Elocution. Because beauty queens don't talk, they elocute. They elocute. Well, Boopsie's problem was volume. Because Boopsie walking in a discotheque and she accustomed bawling, 2 rum and a coke and a juice, quick. So I say, Boopsie, introduce yourself, let me hear you. If you hear Boopsie, she shout out, my name is Boopsie. I say, Boopsie, not so, not so, not so, tone down, tone down. Well, when I tell Boopsie that, she looking like she going on thief any minute. So I say, boy, let this girl be natural, yes? So I say, Boopsie, do what you want. Be natural. Walk like the king. Wave like the queen. Smile like the pope. Be yourself. She say, okay. I say, nice. We have that covered. And that is where trouble does start with Trinidadians. After I trained Boopsie for about 6 months, the night before the contest, she go by she friends for advice. Now it have 2 set of people that does cause trouble in Trinidad and Tobago. One set named they. You never know who they are, but you does always hear they do this and they do that and they against me. The next set is the friends. You never know who the friends are, but you does always hear the friends leading them astray or the friends have she dotish. But I didn't know that, so here what happened. Well, boy, contest night reach. If you see people, because remember, was Miss Compass. So it's people from all about. People from the north, people from the south, people from the east, people from the west, people from north, south, northwest, people from all about. They come down in the tens of thousands, and Tanty Merle from the west with about 10,000 people behind her truck, and she waving the dress covered down like a Minchell mask. And all the people from the west have big stick and boulder in their hand. Them was security for the dress. And Tanty Merle say nobody could see the dress till she ready, and it going down by the dressing room like some kind of carnival float. Well, boy, the show start. The first girl come out, Miss North. She lost on lipstick because the judges say it look as if she put the lipstick with a broom. She had lipstick all behind she ears, all over she eyebrow. Crowd gone wild. They say, girl, you lost. Take she off. If you hear noise. The next one come up. She named Miss South. Well, she lost on legs. Because the judges say she legs so thin, she cannot go to England. Because she have no visible means of supporting herself. Well, the crowd gone up. They gone wild. Noise. Next girl come up. She come in a striped dress. They fail she one time. They call misinterpretation because she's so thin, the dress only had one stripe in it. So they say that could never be a striped dress because a striped dress supposed to have more than one stripe. Crowd going up. They say, Boopsie, you have them, you have it in the bag. The West bias too bad. Well, boy, Boopsie turn come and Boopsie come out in the bodybuilder. If you see her, Boopsie start posing and showing muscle. She hit them at this, get them at this. She get them at that, get them at next that. And at this, and at that, and at this, and at that. The crowd got wild on you. But I didn't know. But what I didn't know was that Boopsie friends, the ones that she had gone by for advice before the show, tell her, girl, if you want to win, smile. Now, if you want to win, smile. Well, Boopsie have a big mouth. And it has smile. And it has smile. Boopsie put on one smile there, she frightened all the judges. Boopsie opened she mouth so big you could have seen all she kneecap. The people from the West gone wild. They say, oh, smile, girl, smile. Boopsie have it in the bag. And they say, girl, start beating bottle and spoon with chair and all kind of thing. So I sent a message to Boopsie. I sent a message in she dressing room. I said, Boopsie, be natural. You're smiling too much. Smile natural. Be a king. Be a queen. Wave like the queen. Smile like the pope. Be yourself. You understand? Be yourself. Next thing is she uncle gone in the back and telling she must not show more than 9 teeth because when she smiled it looking like indecent exposure. So she could only show 9 teeth.
Boopsie forget me who trained she and follow she uncle advice. Next appearance on stage, she come up now trying to smile. Only showing 9 teeth. Boopsie look like a vacuum cleaner that vex. Well, boy, the crowd didn't care. They had it. They went up and they say, oh, smile, girl, interpretation. They say give she marks for creativity, bravery, and all kind of thing. The crowd gone wild, because you know, the West bias too bad. At this point, the MC come and say, ladies and gentlemen, while the girls go and get ready to make their second appearance in evening wear, we shall now bring on the guest artists. Well, the crowd like that. They settled down because you know Trinidad crowd already. Guest artists is like gladiators on the stage. You just have to fight to survive. They like to give them a hard time if they come up to scratch, pelting toilet paper and all kind of thing. The first fella come up and say he going to play electric piano. No current. Piano can't start at all. Crowd getting restless. The hecklers start up if you hear them. How you setting up so? You drink coffee? That is not a piano. That is a domino. So the crowd getting mad now. The MC say, boy, play, forget sound. Just play, play, play. He played for 15 minutes. We ain't hear nothing yet. The crowd say, nice man. Silent night. Holy night. He good. Take him off. So they bring on the next guest artist, a genuine poet from the University of the West Indies. He say, I shall now do a love poem straight from the CXC curriculum. And he start off, how do I love thee? Let me count the ways. 1. People say, off man, off the stage, mathematics, off the stage. We don't want to hear no maths here tonight. They start to give him a hard time. So they bring on the Calypsonian fella. A fella they call Mighty Mystery. Well, it was a mystery how he even get on the show. The man can't even talk good, much less sing. They boo him before he even start.
Boo!
They say too ugly to sing Calypso. They boo him, and he get vexed, stoops, flippy jacket tail at them, well cuss them up, and walk off the stage. He say he go in America where people could appreciate the talent. So they call out the last guest artist. Well, he wasn't too bad. He say he's singing country and western. But he chose the wrong song. If you hear me singing, I wanna go home. If you hear me, I wanna go home. I wanna go home. People say, well, go on now, boy. Go on. Well, when the MC realized that, the crowd mash up the show. He said the girls will now make their second appearance in the evening wear. Crowd quiet down, because that is what they really come for, the queens. Well, boy, the first queen come out. She said, my dress is called somewhere in wherever. People say, off man, that should be somewhere. Where else? And they start to carry on. Second girl come out, her dress called from here to extremity. Well, boy, bacchanal start. They say how they dress to extreme. Then they say how they hear is she brother wearing the dress, because they hear she's sick in the dressing room and is she brother wearing the dress. But nobody could see the girl, so much cloth on the dress. She wrap up from head to foot. But fellas say they see a man's shoes peeping out. But up to now, nobody know who wear the dress. So was big confusion. Anyway, they say it was misrepresentation and thing. So she passed off. Next girl come up, she say her dress name Miss NAR. And the dress join up. Crowd in uproar. Crowd gone up in the air. They say politics. Next girl come up, her dress name I Remember Cola. And the bottom cut away clean. Boy, crowd gone wild. All the civil servants stand up. She getting a standing ovation. They say she must win it. Next girl come up, her dress called the good, the bad, and the dirty. They say it's a western dress, take it off. She playing cowboy Indian, if you hear them. Next girl come up, have on a tall boots with a short dress and her dress called Puss in Boots. Crowd gone wild. They say vulgarity, pornography, take it off the stage. Well, boy, Boopsie turn come on. If you hear the West bias too bad, you know. What? When they spot Boopsie, the crowd going up. If you see Boopsie dress, yeah, that beauty. Tanti Merle design a dress called the Pyramid. It starts small at the top, and then it starts to spread out like a waterfall. If you see dress, the West gone wild. They say, girl, you have it. If you get them on quality, you get them on quantity. If you see dress, when Boopsie reached center stage, dress still coming out the dressing room. It had fellas with stick pushing the dress on stage. Then Boopsie raised she hand to show the design. If you see sleeve, about 15 yard of cloth, then Boopsie bring she hand forward. When she do so, it's like BW, Caribbean Airlines now taking off. Then Boopsie do so and bring she hand back for effect. And she clean off the whole stage. MC, microphone, speakers, musicians, instruments, everything gone. They say they're still looking for 2 express reporters. They can't seem to find them. As a matter of fact, they say how Boopsie take home a man in she sleep that night. They say Boopsie take home a man and she sleep that night. Well, the West gone wild. They say that dress have it. That dress had design. It had quality. It had quantity. It have everything. She must win. Well, boy, noise in the place. Now come the important part. The questions part. That is where all them girls does usually fall down. First girl come up, they ask her, how much feet in a yard? She say, well, it depends on how many people in the yard. Crowd going up. They say she lost. Next girl come up and they ask her, what is an indentured servant? She say, an indentured servant is a servant with false teeth. Boy, crowd going up. All the Indian get vexed. They say she don't know she history. Next girl come up, they ask her, who sponsor Columbus trip round the world? Here she. Massey Motors. Place in uproar. Next girl come up now, they ask her, well, if a white cow gives white milk and a black cow gives black milk. sorry. If a white cow gives white milk and a black cow gives white milk, what would a black and white cow give? She say, black and white milk now, where you expect? Well, boy, the crowd say Boopsie have it. She beat them. She must have this thing. Gishy. Giddy girl, Boopsie. Well, Boopsie turn come now. And Boopsie have to introduce herself. But I didn't know that Boopsie friends had tell her, girl, if you want to win, use big words. So she come up and she stand up so. She take up position number 1, like she going and dance ballet. And she say, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Esmeralda Chacon, otherwise known as Boopsie. I hails from the West. I represent Miss Eyesight, makers of glasses, spectacles, contact lens, shades, and other ocular things. I enter this contest because I would like to meet people, preferably boys, big ones. I works in a musical establishment which ignorant people has called a discotheque. What is a musical establishment? My hobbies are biology, psychology, sociology, anthropology, philosophy, environmental control, and other ologies. My ambition is to be an air hostess and fly with BW, Caribbean Airlines now. But if I can't get on BW, I would like to work on a submarine, because I figures if you can't go up, you might as well go down. Well, boy, the crowd in uproar. The West gone wild. They say Boopsie had his thing in the bag. Intelligence for so, if you hear them. The West bias too bad, you know. So time for questions now. Boopsie have to pick. Boopsie picked the easiest question in the book. What is the capital of Trinidad and Tobago? Now, I didn't know that Boopsie friends had tell her to use big words, but I find out real quick. Boopsie watched me. She watched the 10 judges. She watched the 20,000 people, and she say, I refuse to answer on the grounds that it may be taken down and used as evidence against me in the court of law. Well, boy, the crowd going up. The West gone wild. They say, Gishi, give Boopsie everything. Intelligence, creativity, bravery. She have it. Gishi, the girl win. Intelligence. The judges didn't quite know what to do. They had to conference. They put the problem through a computer, and the computer say, ask her again. How? So they say, okay, Boopsie, you have one more chance. You have to answer the question to take part in the contest. Boopsie pick again. Our next easy question. They ask her, what is your favorite dish? Boopsie watched me. She watched the 10 judges. She watched the 20,000 people. And guess what Boopsie say? My favorite dish is satellite. Well, boy, crowd gone wild. They jump up on the stage. They lift up Boopsie in the air. They wave flag. They beat pan. They take over the whole place. They say we girl win. Gishi. Here we girl Boopsie. Gishi everything. Next thing, results time. The MC starts shouting out the results. Third runner-up, Miss North. Second runner-up, Miss South. First runner-up, Miss East. Sorry, it's a mistake. Miss West. Boopsie lost. She comes second. Miss East win. Well, boy, I didn't wait to see what happened next because I run. I head for home. I jump the fence. I leave my car parked up in the savannah. I get it 2 days later with 4 tires missing. I ain't wait for nothing. I head for home and I go on and I hide under the bed. I read about it the next day in the papers. 300 people from the West in jail. 2 judges under emergency operation in the hospital. 2 promoters in Miami. They can't find the piece of the grandstand and the crown missing. But people say anytime they go up in the West and they pass by Boopsie house, they see something shining on the piano. They're just seeing something shining on the piano. Is the crown.
So thanks for joining us with tonight's story.
This concludes this episode of
the Read2Me bedtime series.
And a lot of you said that the book was upside down when we showed it the first time, so we apologize. This is the book. And again, the name of this story
is The Beauty Contest.
So we just want to remind you, as we told you guys in the beginning of the live, that we are currently experiencing the effects of COVID-19, and again, we all have a part to play in flattening the curve. So practice your social distancing, wash your hands, keep up with the good hygiene, protect yourself, protect your families, protect your friends. We're all in this together, and we have choreography. It wouldn't be a Jélae and Jévan live if we didn't have choreography. So we all know
the TikTok Doja Cat song to help us get through the hand washing sequence. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8.
Didn't even notice the punches that you rolling. You got to keep it focused. Why don't you say so? Didn't even notice the punches that you rolling. You got to keep it focused. Why don't you say so? So join Read2Me_TT tomorrow at 8 p.m. where you'll hear a brand new story from brand new readers as well.
And tell your friends, tell your family, keep safe in this time. We can get through it together. Let's help flatten the curve. And thanks for joining. Bye.